So normally, when I would introduce a video, I would say, "What's up? I am Walterooski, and I am ridiculously excited about this particular video." And I've tried to record a few reactions where I said that very thing, but I just can't. I am not ridiculously excited about this particular video, and in fact, I'm admittedly a little bit nervous because it could be potentially triggering for both me and for you, and if that is the case for you, I understand if you choose not to view this video, and understand if that is the case for you, that I love you and I am honored that you gave me the moment of time you did. I'm going to be reacting to Ren's new song called Suicide, which dropped today, and it's a subject matter that hits very close to home for me in both contexts of my loved ones and contexts of myself. If you've been following for a while, you might have seen some of my other reaction videos where I've touched base on the subject and how it relates to me. I'm not going to jump into that right now before I watch this, but understand I almost didn't react to it because it could have been potentially triggering to me. There have been times in the past where I've reacted to some of Ren's music and it hit me so hard that I was left crumpled for days dealing with emotions and things I hadn't necessarily hashed through that I realized I needed to. Those moments were blind sides, and in some of the context, I don't know that I was necessarily emotionally prepared to deal with some of the feelings I got, but needless to say, I was forced to deal with them, and I'm very thankful in retrospect because it gave me an opportunity to process and heal through retrospect and introspection. And I am going into this video knowing that that could be the case, and that's a scary thing to consider for me if I'm just being honest about it. So I'm gonna be honest and say I am ridiculously nervous. Again, if this is going to be potentially triggering to you because of the subject matter, I totally understand if you choose not to watch it. Before I hit play, it's important to me, especially today, that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am so thankful that you exist and that you've given me a moment of your time. If you like the video, or if something resounds with you, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. But more importantly, let's jump into this song. I'm approaching this with caution and a little bit of reverence. I think that's maybe the best word I can muster for what we're going into. But without further ado, this is Ren's new song, Suicide. Let's see how we do.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It never really felt like the right time. Suicides. Oh my gosh. The animation seems to be AI driven, which is really, really cool. The way the music sounds really sets a tone. I'm gonna go back a little bit, and again, forgive me if I go back a lot. This is one I really want to pick apart and analyze. He's also making the IO, or kind of like that same sort of chant, that noise that he's done.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit. Silicone rubber, bruises my sister, skin. My
skin felt counterfeit. Wow. I want to go back. There's so many good nuggets in this
For
thing.
misfit, some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
He's referring to pain as his family members. That's so nuts. What a perspective. It's weird, but like, I mean, in my own life, I've described my anorexia as like my friend that sucks, you know? Like, it's a part of me. I don't get to throw it away, but it sucks. And
falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
it never really felt like the right time.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick.
I wonder if he's referencing moments where he'd considered that, like the sick boy line, right? Like when we head into this room, like AI sick boy, when he's commenting on that, I wonder if this is him kind of commenting on a moment in time where he had considered this alternative.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless.
Oh my god. That one hit me.
Fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges.
I can't eat. It won't stay down because my body purges.
Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor.
He said skin so pale. I wrote a song called Cup of Tea where in the midst of grief I commented about waking up with a pale face. Because like you just lost your color.
Can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped.
Oh my god, buddy.
There's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic cast. The truth is, to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
That was a lot. That last little bit. I mean, just that whole... You know, I think I maybe wasn't the only one that saw a lot of my own story there. When I think about the context of what I almost put people through and what people have put me through, and just wanting so badly for people to know that they're loved and hating so much that they don't.
Fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic cast. The truth is, to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing
That one. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. And I can't find anger, all I find is missing you.
You, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine.
Not even being able to, like... When I found my roommate and I rushed him to the hospital, you know, I got to have that moment with him, and there was a lot of stuff later, but I got to just hold my guy and know he was okay. As terrible as everything in the world was in that time period, I got to know my guy was okay. But everything changes after something like that. And in Ren's case,
The way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
And then I read his post when he talked about the search and how they never found Look, I just need you guys to know that you are important. Please, please, please don't put people through that. And please consider yourself valuable enough to consider an alternative, because I promise you that I think that you are. And I hope that you find it within yourself to gamble on the idea that perhaps you are worth more than you give yourself the credit for. I love you guys. I hope that you consider your worth, and if you have a hard time, please, please try to talk to somebody before the last thing you have to say is goodbye. Be the best until I see you next. I love you.